Okay. Um, okay. So I think we have that. Um, I'll just talk a little bit more about Olawale. He's a result-driven product manager with deep passion for building user-centric solutions that address real-world challenges in the Africa tech ecosystem. As the founder and CEO of Tech Revolve, he's on the mission to empower African businesses to create better products through structured user feedback and intentional product delivery. Also, he currently works he works in fintech. Yeah, so he's among the set of people that are making the big money in tech, the fintech people. And he works at Wire Money as a senior product manager, where he plays a pivotal role in shaping products and also the delivery of scalable, customer-focused products. His ability to lead cross-functional teams has been a major thing that I've known him for. And I've worked with Olawale as trained product managers, not one, not two, not three, not 10, not 50, so far in his career. I must tell you, this is someone you should listen to because there's a lot of wisdom that will be dropping. This particular call is, well, let me say this particular webinar is majorly an informative session for you. And being a member of the Agile Minds community, you have the opportunity to listen in and also always get more of these kind of programs as we look into the real problems that are in the tech space and how we can help you solve it. So if you're excited to have, or if you're excited to be on the call today, can I see your favorite emoji? Yeah, I deal with emoji a lot. I love conversation. So let me see a favorite emoji. Throw it in the comments, put it as a reaction. Let it just keep coming in. All right, I think I have enough emoji to start. So drum rolls. Let's have Olawale. Hi, Olawale, good evening. You're muted. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. It's so good to be here. I believe we can all hear me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. So this session, I'd just like to dive into it right away. We've spent a couple of minutes waiting for some more people to join. So this session is important because, product management is a field where you can't go to the university to say, oh, I want to go and study, especially in Nigeria, I want to go and study product management as a course, right? So it's something that you have to learn something else and you now venture into it, right? So this session is very, very important for people who are looking to venture into product management, right? So my name is, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a graduate of the University of Ilorin with a degree in statistics. So I want us to be able to, so that you'd be able to relate to some of the things I would be saying here. So I have a degree in statistics. I didn't start off my career as a product manager. My first job was, NYSC. I went to teach just like everyone else. Then my first job was as an executive assistant, which was where I made the decision that, oh, I'm not sure I want to do this executive assistant thing for years. Let me see what I can do to better my life. Then I decided to transition into UI UX design. Note, not product management at first, design. So I started with design. I learned to push rectangles in Figma and do all that. Then I was good at design. I can design virtually anything, but I wasn't finding the desired satisfaction that I was looking for from a career that I wanted to, function in long term. So, what else can I do? And again, important factor that was affecting my decision was that I did not want to write code. So coming from a background in statistics, I could analyze data very well. I could use SPSS, I could use R, at least that was what we learned in school. And then I went into the executive assistant world where I learned to communicate and do all of that. I was like a middleman between my CEO, and team members, then into the world of design. I could design stuff pixel perfect. So I now decided I was going to go into product management. So what we'll be talking about here is what helped me move from all of those bits and pieces of Jama Jama, you know, Ayodeji, well done. So, bits and pieces of Jama Jama, a degree in statistics, 1 year experience in teaching, a little bit of executive assistant work, all the way to head of business, into UI UX design, till I was able to find my footing in product management. So if you are like me, that you've dabbled into a lot of things and you don't know what to do, and you just say, oh, let me just check out this product management of a thing, right? Don't worry, you're not the first person and you won't be the last. So this conversation is to help you learn from what others ahead of you have gone through, so that your own journey can be shorter. Myself and Olawale, this is not usual. I'm not just like a guest that I brought here. When he was doing his introduction, he mentioned we've collaborated multiple times. And all of these things, of course, it's a journey. But I want to tell you that everything you've done before now, you can always, find your footing and align to start your journey in product management. So I have a couple of talking points, and then I would just wrap everything together and take questions, if any. So this conversation is, if you're students, can I see what's it called, emojis or something, reactions? Okay, so we have students here. If you are already working but not working in product management, can I see reactions? Okay, great. So if you're already working in product management, entry level, mid-level, senior, can I see reactions? Okay, so this covers, everyone, like all the demographics represented here. So no one is going to feel left out. So I'll start with, talking about the types of product managers as it applies to us in Nigeria, right? But let me sound this note of warning. Startups, a startup is a company that, is using tech to solve problems. That's the local definition of startups. They are looking for all types of product managers in one person. So we'll say technical PMs, we'll say regular PMs, we'll say a product manager with design experience, blah, 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 blah. All of this. If a Nigerian employer can catch you that you know how to do everything, you are in soup. But if you find yourself abroad, there's something called best practices. They do not expect you to be a generalist. They expect you to be a specialist in one area. But my advice, again, this is the conversation. My advice is to be a generalist at first. Then as you progress in your career, you can niche down and specialize. So we have the technical PM who, has some maybe engineering experience. You are a software developer, you want to transition into product management. You have a degree in computer science, you want to transition into product management. You are a data analyst, and so on and so forth. You can play around with code. You understand how to move things around in your GitHub and everything. You are more like a technical PM. We have the UX driven PM. You are the one that wants to be like, oh, the margin on the left must be the same as the margin on the right. You are always, you want to focus on Figma, designing pixel perfect stuff. Okay, the customer will move from point A to point B. How can we shorten the steps from 5 steps to 3 steps? You are more of a UX PM, right? And then there's the business PM. I'll just stop at those 3 for now. There's a business PM, growth PM, right? You are more like, how can we make money from this product? What's in it for the business? You are business oriented. So people that are already doing business, you can think for the business. Those are like business driven product managers. So You can check the internet for as many types of PMs as possible, but those are like the three major areas that Nigerian employers would appreciate if you are a specialist in one or a generalist in all of those three, right? So now, again, I want to talk about some things. You must have heard some things. Product management is hard. Let me tell you the honest truth. Everything is hard. Even to do Yahoo is hard. To steal is hard. So you just have to choose your hard. So it is not, I wouldn't call it hard in the definition of hard, but it requires that you put in the work, right? If someone says, oh, you can become a product manager in 1 week, I would not say it is entirely true. But we would get to a point where I would explain some things to you, right? One, there's myth that you must be a developer to become a product manager. That is not correct. You do not need to have technical experience. Oh, you must be able to write code. You must be able to do this. You must be able to do that. You do not need to have technical experience to become a product manager. Number two, they said that there are only people in Lagos can get PM roles. Again, that is not entirely true. As I am speaking to you, I am in Ibadan. And I have been in Ibadan for a while. And I have been working as a PM for a while for both Nigerian companies and international companies. My current employer is a company in Australia. So it's not about your location. It's about what you can do, what you bring to the table. COVID has opened our doors to unending opportunities, remote work. So as long as you have a computer and you have internet that is stable and you have lights, trust me, you don't have to be in Lagos to land PM roles. Now, this is a very funny one, but I've heard it before. Only men become product managers. That is a big fat lie. As a man, as a woman, we have equal chances at being excellent product managers. Age is not a barrier. Your degree, class of degree, your choice of degree is not a barrier into getting into product management. You don't need MBA, you don't need master's degree. In fact, funny enough, you might not even need a degree to get into product management. It is about what you can do and how you portray yourself that you can deliver value. So if I've been making sense so far, can I get some reactions so that I can proceed? Oh, thank you. So now, the next talking point, I want to talk about something that is actually very crucial that we need to understand. There's something in the career world called transferable skills. You are doing A, you want to venture into B. Do not think that what you've done in A has wasted. So you're writing code, you want to venture into product management, or you're doing customer service, or you're doing marketing, or you're a student, you want to venture into product management. Do not think that your design experience, your marketing experience, your customer service experience is now wasted. You have skills that you can transfer from those previous career points into your new venture, right? Skills that would help you excel as a product manager, primarily effective communication. You need to be able to communicate very well. As a PM, you will talk and you will write. Those two things are certain. You will talk, you will write. So you need to be able to communicate very well. English being your number one language. And when I say communication, it's not about impeccable English, like, okay, grammar and all that. Communication, as it relates to product management, is you being able to break down difficult concepts into granular form. You should be able to explain what you're trying to accomplish as if you are talking to a 5-year-old. Oh, I need you to do this for me. This is what I expect. This is how I want it done. If you have any varying opinion, please let me know. But you have to be clear, head to toe, like as detailed and as concise as possible with your communication. That's one. Number two, you cannot work solo as a product manager. You will collaborate with people. You will collaborate with designers, you will collaborate with developers, you will collaborate with external teams, marketing, customer support, sales, and so on and so forth. You need to be able to relate with people very well. You need to be able to communicate with people. You need to be able to relate with them. Remember, because you are the one, product management is all about ensuring that your team gets to build a working software in clear terms. That is just what is expected of you. You want to build something. Oh, I want to build Uber, or I want to build OPay. You are the product manager. You're not the one responsible for build. You are responsible for building it, but you're not the one doing the hands-on work of writing the code or doing the design and all that. You're just in charge of all the moving parts. As this one done, this one, as this one done, this one. We'll now put everything together to make a whole product, right? So that is where your collaboration comes in. You need to be able to say, oh, front end, what is this? What's the update on this? Back end, what's the update on this? And the fact that you are the one managing them does not make you their boss. Please note, it doesn't make you their boss. You are not your team's boss. So don't come into product management with, oh, because the title has manager at the back, you are now manager. So do not approach that career path with the mindset of, oh, I will be lording over developers, I will be lording over designers and so on. You have to be able to collaborate without being bossy. Ask for updates, be polite, but drive people to be productive. Another very important skill, I would try to be faster now so that we'll have time for Q&A. Another very important skill is for you to be able to manage time effectively. One of the things that, I was talking about transferable skills, all of these skills, I did not acquire it when I decided to become a product manager. I'd acquired it in my previous roles. I was able to communicate effectively because I was an executive assistant. I had to communicate on behalf of my CEO with people. I was able to manage time effectively, not because I wasn't just managing my own time as an executive assistant. I was managing someone that was running $100 million company's time. So I was responsible for him being productive. Do you know what it's like when you are responsible for the CEO of $100 million company as his assistant and you are doing well at it? So those were the skills that I brought from my previous roles into product management. You need to be able to manage time effectively. When you want people to do things, you need to stay on their neck to ensure that they are productive. Oh, Olawale, do you have light? Do you have any blocker? Do you have internet? What's NEPA doing in your area? Do you want me to, do you want to work from a workspace? What's blocking you? You need to be able to ensure that people do not give you excuses. Oh, our transformer spoiled. That's why I did not work for the past 3 days. Or my laptop charger spoiled or something like that. You need to be able to collaborate and to be able to manage time. One final note, I'll stop here and then I'll move to the next section. Now, you need to be able to see the bigger picture of anything you're trying to build.
Okay, so I think we lost Olawale, but then let's stay tuned as we hope to get him back here. So if you have any questions so far based on what he has been saying, you can drop them in the comments anytime he gets back. And also, just to reiterate on some of the things he has said, he mentioned quite a number of things, especially where he mentioned that he was able to bring his experience from where he was coming from, right, from executive assistant. So which means there are a lot of people that are out there, they have a lot of skills that are really transferable. He has mentioned time management, You have mentioned communication. And one of the interesting ones that you mentioned was the fact that you are a product manager, it does not mean you are a boss to them. That thing has happened to me in my career. Right? It has happened to me in my career. All right, I think we have Olawale back now. Okay, so
Yes.
have the floor.
Sorry about that. Can everyone hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Oh, great. Sorry, my internet got disrupted. So I was talking about transferable skills. So I stopped at, you being able to see the bigger picture. You should be able to see the bigger picture of anything you're trying to build. Oh, how do we make money from these products? Those are questions that you need to ask as a PM. How do we make money? Except if you're working for a charity organization. If you're working for a business, you need to be able to understand how that product helps the business make money. How does it solve users' problem? How will the product succeed? You need to be able to answer all of those questions critically. So once you are able to answer those questions, then you can begin to invest time and resources into building, right? So now that we've established a background on what you need to do to transition, let's now talk about the knowledge acquisition side of transitioning into product management. Of course, you can't just say because I can communicate, that automatically makes me a product manager, right? So there are certain expected competencies. Like I said, you must be able to communicate effectively. 2, you must be able to manage projects. So when I say manage projects, you must be able to manage what people are doing and how they are doing it. There are some tools that help you accomplish that. They are called project management softwares. I'll give you examples. We have Asana, ASANA. We have ClickUp. We have Monday.com. We have Trello. We have Jira. We have Linear. Now, here's the beautiful thing. You can pick any of this and learn how to use it for free on YouTube. And once you know how to use one, you will find your way around any of them. So if you know how to use Asana and you get an offer of employment with a company that their own internal collaboration tool is Trello, you would easily find your way around using Trello, right? So that is important. You need to be able to use collaboration tools, something as little as Google Meet, Zoom, to be able to have virtual meetings successfully. As trivial as it might seem, I have seen someone who could not share his screen on Google Meet, and we spent time trying to tell you, click on this, dude, you will see this button, click on it. You need to be able to understand those basic things. Something as simple as you being able to chat on Teams, on Slack. Just watch a couple of YouTube videos. You would learn on the job. You will figure things out on the job. But for you to be able to, talk your way through interview sessions, you need at least basic knowledge of how these things work. Project management tools, meeting tools like collaboration tools, Zoom, Teams, Google Meet, then chat tools. Now, for mid-level guys, you need to be able to analyze data, user journeys. You need to be able to make sense of data. Tools like Mixpanel, Amplitude, Google Analytics would help you accomplish that, right? You also need to be able to design wireframes. There's something in design called wireframes, low fidelity design, where you would just sketch, no color, no beauty, nothing. Just sketch of how you want a user to move from point A to point B on your product. So you need to be able to learn how to do that. You can do that on Figma. You can do that on Miro. You can do that on Whimsical. So let me not bore you with so much software, but just one of each would be nice. One of project management software, anyone you like. One of chat software, anyone you like. One of collaboration software like this, Google Meet, anyone you like. Once you know how to use one, you find your way around all, and you can get resources on YouTube for free to be able to learn these things, right? Now, another thing I want to talk about before I yield the microphone is that you do not need to take expensive paid courses. I know this is a disservice to those of us that offer training sessions, but it has to be said. Not everyone will be able to afford to take, paid certifications. It's good, very good. I recommend it, but you do not have to. Now, here's the hack. There's a platform called Coursera, at least to the best of my knowledge, and there's financial aid on Coursera. So financial aid is like you applying for a scholarship. So you want to take the course, you want to get the certificate, but you cannot afford to pay. It's not that you don't want to pay. Now, please note, it's not that you do not want to pay. You genuinely cannot afford to pay. So you can apply for financial aid on Coursera. Click on the course you want to apply for. There's the Google product management. There are several. Just go on Coursera, sign up, search for product management, either course or specializations for beginners. You will see they did not make it big. It's somewhere small. Right under the enroll button, you will find it, financial aid available. Click on it, follow the application prompts, write maybe like 150 words on why you think you should not pay. Oh, I am in Nigeria. I am a student. I cannot afford to pay for the course at this time. This course would help me become this, that, and it would help me better my life and generations after me. You just, you have to write something that tells your story of why you think that they should give you a chance at taking the course, right? Now, that's important. Please, you can just check coursera.org and you can from there take structured courses, and the importance of a structured course is that it walks you through like step by step. It's like a building block. You start from what you need to know to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, and then you become a formed PM that needs just work experience. You can get as much theoretical knowledge as you can find. Again, aside courses, once you are done acquiring some, fundamental knowledge, build in public what you know. Put it out there that I know how to do this. LinkedIn, Twitter, they are good platforms to position yourself, right? When you begin to position yourself, even before you get a job, you would also now see front-end developers that are beginners like you, back-end developers that are beginners like you, designers that are beginners like you. All of you can now come together, form a team, and collaborate to build one project that all of you will take the credit for. Front-end does its part, design does its part, back-end does its part. You as the PM, you do your part. And then all of you, when the project is either live or in progress, you can come to talk about it. Oh, we are building this platform that solves this problem. As the associate product manager or as the product manager on this role, this is what I contributed to the success of the project. That in itself is a level of, oh, I know what I am doing and I can do this if given the opportunity on a real life project or on a bigger scale. Am I making sense so far? Thank you, sir. So one last thing before I, open up for question and answer. Your current CV. Oh, I do not have product management experience on my CV. How will I do? Like I said at the beginning or towards the beginning of the class, you have transferable skills. All you have to do is weave your CV to talk about accomplishments rather than tasks. And then, oh, as a customer support person, for example, you want to transition into product management and you want to tweak your CV to, to be more tailored towards product management. You have things that you've done that you can transfer into product management. So say, for example, I used to, as a customer service person, I was responsible for picking calls and, resolving issues. Now, you can tweak that deliverable into, oh, I was responsible for escalating customer related issues to engineering. I collaborated with developers to resolve customer issues, which brought about 10% growth or 10% retention or 20% retention or 30% retention in our customer base. It is still the same thing that you did. It is just the way you wrote it that is different. You moved from it being focused on your task, which was picking calls, responsible to chat, to being focused on accomplishments. Now, with AI and LLMs and all that, you can always tweak your CV, copy your entire CV, paste it in ChatGPT, write a prompt. Oh, I want you to tweak my CV to write my bullet points as accomplishments that are towards product management. You will get prompts. You can then refine that. Don't just Control-C, Control-V. You can refine that till you are satisfied and make a structured CV that would, help you toe the line of project management. Again, before I wrap up, you have transferable skills, irrespective of what you're doing. Even as minimal as being a student, you have collaborated with your colleagues, you have paid attention in class, you have done all that. Those are transferable skills. As someone who has been doing something else aside product management, you have transferable skills. As someone who has been doing product management itself, you have transferable skills. That's one. Two, remember the myth that I told you, nothing is stopping you from becoming an excellent product manager. You do not need to know how to code. You do not need to have a shiny degree. You do not need to have paid for expensive product management certifications and all that. It is just about showing what you can do and what you can deliver to the business. Again, every business goal is, I want to make more money than I'm currently making. How can you, as the PM they intend to hire, how can you help them do that? Then one final thing, you do not need to wait for job applications before you venture into product management. Reach out to senior product managers. Oh, I'd like to work with you for free, just to be able to gain hands-on experience. I am proficient with this, I can do this, but I would like to learn with you. Reach out to people, whatever means possible, you can reach out to them. By the time you disturb 100 people, one person will say yes. And that opens the door for you. I would, for purpose of time, I would stop here tonight. And thank you so much. It's been a huge privilege being here. If we have questions, I know we might have a lot of questions. I would be willing to take as much as time permits. Thank you, guys.
Wow.
Back to you.
Please, if you have learned any new thing today, oh, I'm not still seeing your emojis. No, you're not doing enough. I wish I knew most of these things when I was coming into product management. This is not just me saying, oh, things I wish I knew before coming to product management. No, this is not it. I'm not just trying to say this. You mentioned a lot of things that I'm like, really? You can use ChatGPT and still be using it wrongly. You can use ChatGPT and still be using it anyhow. Just imagine the way you just talked about ChatGPT. Sometimes many of us are reaching out to wrong set of people and LinkedIn. Sometimes some of us are reaching out to them. You can reach out to senior product manager. Some of you have been in my webinars, but I've mentioned something like this before. Reach out to a senior product manager, right? You want to work with them, and that's how you actually do the portfolio. I know. All right, I have just two questions to ask. Thank you so much for this session. In fact, for me, I would say I've learned a lot. I've updated my knowledge. Okay, so My question is, Olawale, confirm that you can hear me.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
I know you have answered the question, right? Talking about people not being sure of themselves. I know this thing has happened to many. They finished Coursera, right? They finished the course on Coursera. They've been on Udemy. You know what I'm talking about. You have entered different courses, and product management now becomes more confusing than interesting. So you have yeah, and the courses, the way most of them do it is like when you open a course here, their outline is almost different from what you do here. So in the midst of all this, I pick product management from this place, from that place, and they know what's next. What is the place of mentorship inside all of these things? Yes, I can use Trello, I can use Asana, I can use Monday.com, I can use Jira, I can use all of these tools. But I just feel like I don't know the next thing. That's one of the problems with many people. Almost everybody here are taking a course of product management, and they're like, they're just unsure. So where is the place of mentorship? Or is there any other thing that solves that problem aside from mentorship? Yeah.
Okay, so there are like two questions or a couple of questions in what you've just explained. One, there's something called information overload. If you see my hair, it is not because I was born bald. It is because I was going to several barbers. This baba prefers to make the shape like this. That baba prefers to make the shape like this. This baba prefers to make the shape like this. At the end of the day, my hairline went in. So, one, it's not about you just jumping from one platform to the other to take courses. It's about putting the knowledge you've acquired at some point into use. Action. Take decisive action. And what I mean by action is build products. You don't see. There's something that I've learned over time. It is easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. Build a product. Something as simple as a CGPA calculator. You can just talk about, you can use Excel or Google Sheets to compute a CGPA calculator and release it as a template for anyone to use. You have solved a problem, which is one crucial thing that product managers should learn how to do. Students who do not know how to calculate their CGPA, you can access this spreadsheet as my gift to you and use it to calculate your CGPA, right? That is easier to just write formulas here and there. You understand your credit load times the score or the weight of this thing, whatever computation, you put it on a spreadsheet, release it. You want to do this thing. Okay, now recently, I just released a habit tracker. Like, you want to be able to track habits that you have decided you want to commit to. New year, new me. I want to commit to this habit. I released it. That's a product. It does not have to be code driven for you to say it is a product. It just has to solve a problem and it has to be tech enabled. And why must it be tech enabled? So that it helps the business scale. Let me use religion as an example. I can be in this room. Now. I am in my room and I am talking to about 30 people on this call, 30, 40 people on this call, right? This room that I am standing in, if all 40 of you were to be here, you won't fit in this room. But with tech, I was able to reach a much larger audience. That is just it. Do not think about the tech side first. Think about the problem side first and just use tech to enable its scale. That is one. So put all of the knowledge you've acquired to good use. Give me a second, please.
All right. So guys, if you have questions, I'll be taking those 3 questions. So the questions I'll be taking, it depends on the set of people that I see their hands up. I don't know if I actually want to ask a question. Beauty, do you want to ask a question? Let me know if you want to ask a question. You can raise your hand. All right, Olawale, you can go on.
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
All right. So, okay. Yes. So I was talking about, solving problems, right? That's number one. Number two, having one mentor in product management, not several mentors. Because if you have several mentors, the same problem you have with taking multiple courses, you will still have it if you have several mentors. Our approach to things actually differ. So look for someone that has accomplished what you intend to accomplish and approach them with value. Mentorship is not beans. It is not, I do not see it as a good use of my time. If all you are coming to say is, I want you to mentor me, what do I stand to get in return? So you come from, there's something in biology called symbiosis. Give me, I give you. So I would like your mentorship. In return, I would give you 2 hours every day for the next 3 months to assist you with some of your tasks. If you teach me, I will be your intern. And that way I will help you free up time to deal. So look for something that solves a problem for that mentor too. And that is what you will drive your value based on. How to, to choose your mentor. Someone who has been there and has done that. You want to transition from customer service into product management. Look for someone that has transitioned from customer service into product management. That person will be able to guide you correctly. You want to transition from marketing into product management. Narrow down your search and look for someone that transition. You are not going to be the first person. I can tell you that. Whatever field you want to transition from, you are not the first person. I have someone that transitioned from law into product management. So don't think that I have medical doctors and product managers. You are not the first. So look for someone who has done what you are currently doing and is doing what you want to do, what you desire to do. That's the person. And approach the person with value. Again, do not just look for, oh, I beg, my daddy swallowed shovel. That's why I want you to help me. Oh. Don't go with that mindset. Go with a value-driven mindset. Oh, if you do this for me, I will do this for you. And again, whatever course you have taken, if you have taken courses, is enough. Start building products and start talking about what you know. Yeah, I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Wow. I think my notes is filled right now. My notes is filled up right now. All right, I will just stop asking questions because I think a lot of my questions are answered already. Thank you so much, Olawale. I don't know how to talk about this. I don't know how to say, how to explain it again. The way you said it gave me a lot of perspective. And most of the things that I've learned here can be approached, can be used to approach life. You can't get anything from anyone without also having the value you want to give back to them. All right, so let's go with you, Beauty. You can ask your question. So keep it short and simple. You need to be out of here by 9 p.m.
Good evening. Thank you so much. And I'm elevated. Okay, so my question is so if a product manager should not boss or should not be bossy, then who is a product owner? That is one. Uh, I've said this before here. I'm a teacher, I'm a nursery teacher, and I just bounced into this because of intuition. I don't have the strength for other technical things, so I just jumped into product management. Advise me specially. That's number two. Then, Mr. Kola, this is to you. Um, are you open for mentorship? That's my three questions. So if
All
you want me to
right.
recap, please let me know.
No, it's fine. I go all three. So
Yeah.
one, I'll start from number three. Like I said, approach your mentor with value. What are you giving Mr. Kola in return? Figure that out, make your case and approach him. Then if it is now worth his while, he would let you know. If he's just going to be on a, oh, I'll be able to answer your questions, I'll point you to resources, he would let you know as well. But again, you can't just pitch. It's not it's not a matter of yes or no. Sincerely speaking, mentorship is work. So make a case like, oh, I am a teacher. If you mentor me with in the line of product management, your kids can come to my school for free or something like that. Do you get? That's just a hypothetical example, right? That's three. He would answer by himself if he is open to mentorship or not. He needed you to like have
All
some.
right.
So
Wow.
first question,
Wow.
difference between product manager and product owner, right? A product manager sees everything end to end. You are the CEO of the product. Let me describe it that way. The success and failure of the product is on you. Even though you're not going to be working on the product directly, but you are responsible for the success of that product. Oh, marketing has to post 3 times a week. Are they doing it? This is what they have to say. Customer support has to respond to customers this type of way. Are they doing it? Engineers have to work this type of way. Are they doing it? Everything is on your head as the product manager. Product owner, on the other hand, is more of the operations side of product management. Oh, you want to conduct stand-ups, you want to move things across on the board, you want to follow up with this one, that one, this one, that one, right? Note, everything, both Scrum Master roles, product management competencies, product owner competencies, Nigerian employers expect to find everything inside one person. So you have to be a jack of all trades, master of all. However, if you are lucky and you find yourself abroad, I would say of all of those, divisions in product management, a product manager is more, every other person grows towards being product managers. At the end of the day, a Scrum Master would be looking forward to becoming a product manager because there's a clear career path. There's no senior Scrum Master. There's no VP Scrum. So you look to become a product manager and then you begin to climb the ladder, director of products, VP of products, and so on and so forth. Second, special advice for a teacher who is looking to transition into product management. You have transferable skills. You have worked with these students, children. You are patient because anyone who is impatient cannot teach. You are able to, like I said, when I was talking about communication, you are able to break down concepts for young people to understand. If you're able to explain something to a young person and he or she gets it, you can become a product manager because that means you can communicate effectively. Again, you are able to collaborate with people of different age ranges, different cultures, different mentalities, different approaches to life. You can bring all of this into product management. I hope I have been able to help you in the shortest way and form possible. I don't want to take so much time so that we can accommodate other people's questions. Thank you, Beauty.
Thank you so much. I believe from Beauty's question, I believe everybody is learning from it. I was able to pick a number of things. Yeah, so for the third question, honestly, Lawale has said the truth, right? Yes, I am very busy. Olawale is busy. If you ask him the same question, he has answered it. You must have something to offer, right, in return. I have mentored a lot of product managers, I must tell you today, right? And one of the ways I mentor people as well is if you go to my YouTube channel, you see a whole lot of videos. That's one of the ways you can learn from me. If you go to my LinkedIn, you will see a lot of posts, a lot of content that I put out. It's another way to learn from me. But if you want a stronger relationship, you just have to file your case, just like he mentioned it. All right, I'll stop there. Somebody has a question. I'd like to know if there is a specific certification. So I'll take this question, and the last question will be for Ayodeji, and we'll move out of there. I'd like to know if there is a specific certification recommended for product managers. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, I wouldn't. There are several certifications recommended, but it is not mandatory. It is not a mandatory requirement. Like I said, it's all about value. What can you do as a product manager? What can you do? What can you deliver? Can you solve problems? Can you help us make money? Can you help us reach thousands or millions of users? It is as simple as that. Whatever platform issues your certificate or whatever, it's about what you claim to be able to do. So, like I said, if you want to pay, there are platforms that this is not going to be an advertisement forum for any platform or any course, right? But you can always do your research. Now, as a product manager, you need to be able to do excellent research. Whatever platform or whatever company you intend to patronize, you have to go and look for alumni of that program to ask them questions. Where are the alumni of that program? Are they doing what you desire to do? Are they gainfully employed? Are they solving problems? Are they building products? That's one. Two, connect with them and ask for feedback. When you went through this through this program, what was it like? If you were to go back in time, do you think you shouldn't have done it? Do you think you should have done it? Whatever. You need to be able to do excellent research into whatever program it is. So I'm not going to say, oh, do this one, don't do that one. This one is good, this one is not good. Like I said, if you don't have money, there's a lot of free info on YouTube. Start as little as Mr. Olawale's YouTube channel. You will find helpful info there, and you can now go from there. I hope I've been able to make some sense.
Wow. I have no comments. All right, please go with your question. We have just a minute.
Yeah. Good evening,
everyone. Yeah.
Good evening. And, thank you, Agile Mike, for putting this together. And Mr. Olawale, that was a very good one. My questions are in two parts. Number one, please, how can someone get an internship role? Now, I finished from Concrete Academy, where I got my certification in product management in Lagos. But since then, I've been struggling to get an internship role, even for free. And I don't mind if it is remote, because I'm currently in Imo State, because I have a passion for products, and I believe I can build. I will build the product of my own. I've been working on that. That is number one. Number two, sir, I quickly dashed into LinkedIn, and I saw your profile, Mr. Olawale. You are currently the CEO of Tech Revolve, right? Then I saw an ad. You said you guys are looking for like a freelance, whatever, that can give feedback for customer, and you earn maybe approximately $1. I don't know, and I would like to know more about that. Then, if there is an opening, I don't mind working for free or freelancing in your organization. That is just my thing. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. 2 and 3, this is not the time and place to address those. I will not be advertising Tech Revolve here, and I will not be, answering if you're able to work with Tech Revolve. Like I said, when you make a case, make it value driven. You did not talk about what you are bringing to the table. So let's take that outside here. The same LinkedIn that you found, make a case in my DMs. Then we can have a conversation and a consideration. So that answers your 2 and 3. For 1, the same thing applies. Do not wait for people to post advertisements before you shoot your shot. Connect with senior PMs, CTOs, CEOs. Make a case, a value-driven case. Oh, I want to do this. I can do this. please, do I get the chance to be able to do it with you virtually for free? You don't have to make the case and start with for free. People think that when they say they want to come and do it for free, it makes their pitch strong. No, I disagree. It makes you look incompetent. Let them be the one to say, oh, we do not have an opening at this time. That is when you can now pitch that, oh, if you're looking in terms of maybe you do not have a budget to hire, I am willing to work pro bono to prove to you that I can deliver value. So I made a case with someone. Someone was hired. Let me tell you how I got a job, a product management job. The advertisement was for a senior product manager. And at that time, I was entry level. I said, I now reached out. They sent, okay, send your CV to this email, blah, blah, blah. Then I reached out. Hey, I saw your advertisements that you're looking for a senior product manager. Although I am not senior, I would like to work alongside the person you eventually hire for this senior role. You know, that means you are getting 2 product managers for the price of 1. You are going to pay the person. Don't worry about paying me. By the time the person, of course, the pitch was solid. They hired both of us. I was working for free. By the time the person left, I took his space because I was already groomed to take that position. So let me stop there for the purpose of time. Focus on value. How can you solve problems? How can you drive the business forward? Make your case. Don't go forward with, say, I want to work for free. No. Let them be the one to say, oh, we cannot afford you at this time. And then you will now say, I do not mind working without a pay, till you are able to say that, oh, yes, there's some companies you deliver value for, and they'll be like, their conscience will be pricking them that, no, we are not supposed to be working this guy for free. Let's start paying him. I hope that makes sense.
Wow. One word in the comments, please. One word in the comments. We are done with the webinar. Sorry, we took time, and yeah, we started quite a little bit late. We started 5 minutes later than we should have. That's the extension of the time. Thank you so much. But I want you to drop one word in the comments. One word in the comments. I don't know exactly how to describe this session. To be honest, I have learned so many things. Just like Olawale has said, Olawale is not the only person to reach out to. He told you to make a case. Look out for many products online. I can tell you, there's so many people that are looking out for people to help. I have a story around that. I have product managers that have reached out to me. Please, I want to work with you. Is there any product you're working on at the moment that you don't have a product at that time? I may have something that I just want to work on. I have an idea in my head and I want to flow. That is one of the ways to get yourself that experience you have been looking for. Trust me, everybody wants to hire a competent person. They notice you are not competent, they won't hire you. Thank you so much, Olawale. Do you have any parting words for us as we leave this webinar tonight?
Yes, it's been a privilege, and I look forward to seeing all of you become excellent product managers. The world needs more product managers. One last myth I want you to debunk in your mind. Product management is already saturated. There are a lot of product managers out there. Yes, that is true. However, there are a lot of incompetent product managers out there. Make up your mind that you want to be an excellent product manager, and your product will solve problems for millions of people. These are my words to you. I wish you good luck, and I hope our paths will cross now or later in the future. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, guys, for taking out time to come for this session. Of course, you have taken your time to be in this session, and if you love to see more of this, put in the chat, put in the community, let people know what you have learned, share what you have learned in the community. That's one of the ways to encourage us and to help us know that, yeah, let us keep doing this. Information can never be too much. We will always filter them, and a lot of the things we have learned now, the recording of this will be available. I know many of us will that. We'll make it available to be uploaded on our YouTube channel. Just go there, and one way of also helping us to grow, well, it's also by subscribing to our YouTube channel as we all grow together in this. Thank you so much, and do have an amazing evening. Thank you, Olawale. Bye.